Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Gracelyn. Hello. And today is Vlogmas day 2, y'all. I know I've been a little bit like inconsistent in a way, y'all. Bear with me, school and stuff. It's been hard, but today, as you see by the title, I will be explaining to y'all in depth how I almost died at a party that I went to over the summer. So, boom, let's get straight into the video. So, back in like June, early July, I saw this flyer, right? And everybody was reposting this flyer, like it was like a big flyer, that everybody was posting. And I'm not really a party person, but when I saw this flyer and I saw how many people are like reposting it, like my friends are reposting it, I was like, let me just go. It should be fun, whatever. I didn't really know where this party was gonna be at. That's like the biggest mistake y'all can ever do, is not know where the party is gonna be at, because you gotta research the neighborhood before you do anything. I didn't do that. And the neighborhood was actually in a bad like area, in a bad town. So me and my friend, we were like, okay, let's go to this party. It's gonna be fun. We're just gonna go have fun, right? Whatever. So it was like a Friday, and I got dressed, and me and my friend were like, okay, we're gonna go. Her sister was gonna come pick me up, and we were just gonna drive to this house party, right? So I get dressed. My friend's sister and my friend Hope, they come pick me up, and we drive in. We get to the house, right? Mind you, the first thing that I realized about this house was the house was in a dead end, which isn't that good for a party. I'm not really judging the house for real, but like, if it's in a dead end, like if something was to happen, it's hard to get out, right? And that's like the biggest thing part of the story, like one of the biggest things part of the story. So we get to this house, right? Get to this house. And when we first get to this house, it's like there's two men, right? Like kind of my age, maybe a little older. And they're like, okay, we're security. Let's see what's inside your purse. Let's pat you down or whatever. So they look inside my purse. I don't have nothing in my purse. Just some lip gloss and like, girl stuff. So I didn't really have nothing in my purse. Neither did my friend. So they looked through, they like, did a quick skimmage or whatever. And they said, okay, you can go, right? So we go inside this backyard, right? Mind you, this backyard is huge. Like, it is humongous. You first get into this backyard, you're on top of a hill. And then once you're on top of the hill, you can see everything that's going on below you. So you have to go down the hill to really be with everybody else, right? So we get there pretty early, so there's not a lot of people there. So we just go down the hill, right? And it's pretty steep. Like, you gotta like really hold your balance to really be going down this hill. So we get down this hill. Me and my friend are talking. Nobody's really there for real. But there's music, how parties go. All right, then as the party is like going on, more people are coming, and it's starting to get packed. So it eventually gets packed. But like, so we having fun. Like, we having a good time. I'm taking videos with my friend. And like, even the Q dogs from the HBCU, they were performing. Like, a whole performance was there. Like, it was lit. Like, it was actually really fun. And I just graduated high school, so I was seeing my friends that like, I haven't seen in probably 2 weeks after we graduated. So, it was fun. We was having a great time. That's how it always starts. That's how everything starts, when it starts off good, right? So, I'm having fun, whatever. We dancing, we having fun, we singing or whatever. And then all of a sudden, like, the music and the lights and like, it would just go off. And we would just be sitting there with no music, no lights. It would just be dark and quiet. The first time it happened, that's red flag number 1. Because that's just weird. It should not be happening in a party. But technical difficulties happen, so that's kind of why everybody was brushing it off, like, okay, it's just technical difficulties, whatever, it's fine. It happened one time. So after that one time, it was weird, we was creeped out, whatever, but we wasn't really thinking too hard about it because nobody was really panicking for real, right? And then they even said on the mic that it's just technical difficulties. So it was fine, right? Then we keep on dancing, we having fun. It happens again, a second time. Still not thinking too hard about it. They still telling us it's technical difficulties, you know, like it's gonna be back on in a second. So it comes back on, we having fun, we dancing, everything is normal, and then an hour later it just happens again. And mind you, this keeps on happening. Like it started happening halfway through the party, and then after that it just kept on happening. And so you know how something in your heart is like telling you like it's a little weird, maybe you should go, because right now it was approaching like midnight, maybe even a little past midnight. And I'm like, and my mom's texting me like, girl, like come home now. But she was my only ride, like my friend was my only ride, so like I couldn't even really go nowhere. And I didn't really have no money because I wasn't really working at the time, and my mom was out of town. Both my parents were out of town, so I didn't really have a ride. My friend was my only ride, and nobody was gonna come out their house to come get me at like 12:30 in the morning. So we still like, after like the 4th or 5th time this happens, I'm creeped out. Like I'm like, okay, something's going on, you know, it's 12:30 at night, why is this happening? And it's getting more packed. You can't really have fun because it's just like you feel so tightly packed with everybody. So it wasn't even getting fun anymore for me on my part. Then all of a sudden, y'all, the most traumatic thing that has ever occurred to me, the lights and the music, they turn off again, right? But this time when they turn off, I hear boom. So the first boom, I'm like, what the heck, is this fireworks? So I'm like, what? Then I hear boom. The second boom, and it happened so fast, the second boom I heard ringing in my ears. So at that point, everybody knew that this was a gun. Like, nobody was like, you know, just looking around confused no more. Like, everybody was like dipping. Man, y'all, it is packed. It is a lot of people in this backyard. I am small. So we running. Man, y'all, there's a hill. Okay, there's a hill. So you have to run up the hill in order to leave the backyard. So I'm running. I lose my friend, right? I lose her. And I'm running. It's dark. I can't see nothing. It's just you hear people screaming. Like, it literally sounds like hell. And I'm running. I get knocked over. Y'all, I am getting trampled on the floor. People are stepping on me. And every time I would get up one time, and then people were like, a whole bunch of men, because, you know, they were older, like probably like 25. They were just like trying to run because they were in panic, and they would knock me over. And so I would fall, and I was like all messed up. And I just kept on falling. I could not get up. So at a certain point, I'm like, bro, like, I don't even know what to do. So I'm crying. I'm on the floor crying because I'm like, I cannot get up. And I hear this voice, and it's like, you need to get up. Like, you need to get up because, you know, when you get trampled, you can end up paralyzed. You can die. Like, all that could happen. So he's like, you need to get up. And I'm telling this guy that's like a feet away from me, like, I cannot get up. You think I would just be wanting to sit down here and get trampled? Like, I cannot get up. So all of a sudden, this guy literally scoops me up off the floor and picks me up and runs out the party with me. And we're running. And I'm crying because I can't even find my friend. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I'm scared. I thought I was gonna die. So I'm running. We running. He carrying me running. And after that, we get to like the front of the house. He drops me. He dips. So after I'm still running. After he leaves, I run too. And I go like behind the bush. And I'm hiding behind the bush. And it's not even funny because it's just so freaking traumatizing. So I'm behind this bush. And my friend, like, she ended up finding me. She's like, Graceland, like, is that you? I'm like, yeah, that's me. And she's like, girl, like, we shaking or whatever. And she hugged me, whatever. So we ducking behind behind cars because for some reason there was like fast cars driving past, like up and down. And y'all know how drive-bys be. So we didn't want nobody driving by, like drive-by students. So we was ducking, you know, just in case some bullets started flying around. So we duck and whatever, and then we scared. So my friend calls her sister and it's like, bro, like this party just got shot up. Like we literally hiding behind this car. So she's like, oh, what the fuck? What happened? Whatever, whatever. Okay, I'm coming right now. Nobody can have fun no more, whatever. I'm coming right now. So we see our other friends that we just graduated high school with, and they were like, come in our car, right? So we go in the car, we went in our friend's car, and eventually my friend's sister, she ended up coming, but the police came and blocked her off. So like it took her a good like 20-30 minutes maybe to like even be able to get in. So she finally gets in and she's like, okay, where are y'all? So we're scared. I didn't even really want to get out the car for real. I was like, let me wait until I see what's going on. Like, let me make sure like the police even caught this guy before I get out this car, because like I'm really not trying to I'm not trying to die, bro. So we eventually get out the car and we find her sister, and so we end up going inside the sister's car, and the police is like, okay, like we're not letting y'all out, like nobody's coming in and out this area until like we find out who the shooter is. Mind y'all, we're in a dead end. So like even before her sister came, when I was running by myself before I found my friend, I was in a dead end. So I couldn't like run the opposite way away from the party. I had to run kind of towards where everybody was running. Like there's only one way to run. So we're in a dead end, and the police is like, you cannot, basically like you cannot get out until we find out like what's going on. So I didn't know exactly what time we was gonna be able to get out of here, and mind y'all, this was like 2 in the morning at this point. So I didn't really want to call my mom because my mom was out of town and I didn't want her worrying or nothing. So but I had to call her because I didn't know what time I was coming home. So I called her and I'm like, Mom, you know, this is what happened. The party got set up. The shooter was like close to us, whatever, whatever. She's like, what the heck? She's screaming and whatever. She's crying, whatever. And then eventually, like probably an hour later, the police like, okay, y'all can just go. But I don't know if they ever found the shooter. I don't know exactly what happened. It like in that case. But yo, like even to this day, after all that happened, I was so scared. Like even now, I'm scared. Like I don't even want to go to no parties no more. I wasn't even a party person before, and I'm still not a party person because that party was my first real party. Like I've been to like a little get-togethers with like small groups, but I've never been to an actual party. And for me to even like try to have fun and like, you know, because I just graduated freaking high school, I wanted that experience, right? Just like adulting. And the first time I even try to attempt to go to a party, it gets shot up. So now like I just get scared to even go to a party. Like everybody be like, so let's go to this party, and I'm like, I don't know, like where's this party at? Who's gonna be there? You know, is this house in a dead end? Like I need to know everything before I even think about going to this whatever party they trying to invite me to. So that's basically the story, y'all. I wanted to share this story because I know that people like my age were trying to go to party, trying to have fun, but y'all, like you can literally die from these things, you know, especially when it's packed and you know you're really trying to have fun, but it's in a ghetto neighborhood. You gotta really be careful, you know, who you're hanging around and where this party's at, and just be careful of your surroundings or whatever, because I almost died. Like I almost got shot. Literally, like the shooter was not too far away from me, to the point where my ears were ringing. So that was basically the story, y'all. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. This video should be dropping like, you know, today maybe, but today is December like 4th because it's midnight now. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. And let me know what videos I want to see next from me. But yeah, y'all. All right.